Hello everyone, this is Mohit Patel, creative director of my little game design group Cyberverse Studios. This video is part of a series of videos showcasing various projects that either I or my team members and I have worked on. So enjoy and feel free to leave comments below. Hello everyone once again and welcome to the Developer Diaries. This video will be covering the first-person shooter test Next Gen. If you recall, the first-person shooter test was a game that, actually one of my first games that I made back when I was using GameMaker 8 software, and it was a Doom copy, I guess, a clone. The map you're looking at right now is actually a version of that exact map from that game, recreated in UDK, Unreal Engine 3, or Unreal Development Kit. Right here on screen you are seeing the new and improved next generation version of the map. And I have to say that using UDK to build this was just a tremendous honor to rebuild one of the games that a lot of my friends and fellow developers found was just really well done. They all really enjoyed playing it, and I just thought as one of my first projects back in early 2014 with UDK software, this was a great place to start to recreate that map in all its glory right here in UDK. And it was just a tremendous opportunity to just recreate every single part of it, the walls, the barrels especially, a lot of stuff. And using the Unreal Tournament engine within this was just tremendous more fun to play. It just using the deathmatch system, etc. With that said, this was still somewhat of a hard process to just make sure I get the lighting right, to make sure it looks like a fully fledged next generation high definition copy of the game. There were a few extras added that weren't in the original version, like armor, for example, which is right here. There was health pickups, other weapons, at least 3 other weapons in the map, and then obviously instead of monsters, this is also available to download, so you can see yourself. You're actually fighting computer AI, and since I am using the Unreal Tournament engine, there is LAN multiplayer, but not online in this, at least. And yeah, it was just a tremendous opportunity to create, and just getting to know UDK as a software package was just so much fun. Building this environment was just tremendous fun because we got to use things such as path nodes, so I can actually specify where I wanted the enemies to actually go. It was something that I couldn't do in GameMaker. Pathfinding was very hard to accomplish. I could also get the lighting exactly where I wanted it. There was nice positioning abilities for the lighting, and it was a great system to work with. And overall, I was just using a lot of the basics in UDK. This was one of my first projects. This was before I built the city, which I have another video on this channel that I eventually abandoned. But UDK as a software, it interested me for a little bit, but then I found out that there were a lot of limitations, and I am currently using, at the time of uploading this diary, I am currently using Unreal Engine 4, or UE4, because of the limits of UDK. But yeah, overall creating this was just a fun experience, and there were a few other maps that I created just to add more replay value to the game. There was this castle map right here, which I also to build the castle in general, I just followed the tutorial on YouTube on when I was first getting to know the UDK and its fundamentals, so it was fun to take that on. And then I added to the castle myself, and I added a bunch of things around it and made it look a lot more worthy of a team deathmatch game. The next map that I created was this jungle map right here. However, this was not a very wise decision on my part, because most of the enemies are concentrated in this area right here. As you can see, it's also very laggy even as I move around in the editor, and it's also sort of laggy in a sense to actually play. So it was This was actually one of the first maps I designed in UDK, besides the castle map. And working with lighting rays and stuff was very interesting to do. However, I kind of I did something similar to my Uprising of the Dead game in GameMaker by putting so much into the map, so much that the engine probably couldn't handle being run at one time. And I set the wind really high too, so it was processing a lot of tree animations and stuff at the same time, which is it's not fully laggy, but it's still playable, but it was not a good design choice, and especially how big the map is was not a great design choice because most of the action is concentrated just in this small area by the church. So overall, this is still a fun map to play on. There's vehicles that were from Unreal Tournament that you can use. And one real quick thing I'll talk about is the Kismet system. It was a fun little thing to work with, just programming the AI, the robots through the Kismet system. It was interesting. This was my first exposure to something that wasn't like actual code. It was more of like visual coding, and it was a great system, but now that I'm a UE4 user, I realize how limited this system was. Blueprints in UE4 is a lot more advanced and flexible, but this was still a great system. Other than that, the only other thing I did was to link the games together via main menu, and this was my very first menu that I created in Adobe Flash. Whoa, I don't know what happened there. Okay, right there. So, right here in this viewport, you can see a little block. We're in game mode right now, so alright, there we go. This little thing, it triggers the main menu, which was created in Adobe Flash, and it was my first time making a menu via something, an outsourced program such as Adobe Flash, etc. So it was just that was also a great opportunity. So yeah, I learned a lot through this project. It was a great way to pay respects to that game that just a lot of my friends really loved on GameMaker 8 software. Thank you for watching. I'm uploading a gameplay video of this game alongside this so you can see the game in action. There's also a trailer here on my channel as well. And I'll see you guys in the next Developer Diary.